Welcome to Weslaco East and tonight's District 32 6A softball game between the visitors from Weslaco High School and the homestanding Weslaco East Lady Wildcats. Coming to you on K-West, Coach John Boswell and Vinny Berry on the camera, this inter-city rivalry. And as I said, they're starting the second go-around in what I call rivalry day as the Wildcats play the Panthers. Harlingen South and Harlingen are playing. San Benito Los Fresnos are playing. Brownsville Hanna, Brownsville Rivera are playing. That is the first game. After the first go-through in the district play, Lady Panthers are 5-2 in third place, and the Lady Wildcats are 3-4, and they are one game out of the playoffs, currently in fifth place. In the circle for the Lady Wildcats tonight, number 13, Jasmine Villarreal, catching for the Lady Wildcats. Number 3, Adriana Gonzalez. About to step into bat for the Lady Panthers, senior Miss Everything, shortstop, number 5, Alyssa Escamilla. Have a slap overload here in effect for Alyssa, and the first pitch is ball 1. I hesitate because every umpire is a little different tempo with the balls and strikes. Way outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one's right down the middle. And strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jasmine Villarreal, the pitcher, number 13. First base, Alyssa Castillo playing second. That ball's popped back. Trying to catch who we got playing second base tonight. And I'm not... The flex player is playing second. That is Valerie Romero. She's the one way up in the, I like to thank the guys in the press box for always being a helping hand. The designated player tonight, Amanda Aguirre, playing shortstop, Allison Rogers. Brittany Garcia in left, Ashley Garcia in center, playing third base, Sarah Juarez. And in right field, Abigail Ortiz. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball slapped up the middle, and that'll be a leadoff single for the Lady Panther shortstop, Alyssa Escamilla. Alyssa very dangerous on the base pass. Helen Gonzalez will step in. She's playing left field tonight, wearing number 6. She also bats from the left side and will slap bat. And the pitch, a little bit high, ball 1. Adriana Gonzalez behind the plate for the Lady Wildcats needs to be very aware as Alyssa Escamilla will leave it any whim. Ball hit into the air. Center fielder over, makes the play. Nice job by Ashley Garcia. And Helen Gonzalez flies out to center field, and it's 1 away. And the Lady Panthers feature 2 sets of sisters in the starting lineup. We saw Alyssa Escamilla. Her sister Audrey will bat later. This is number 11, Charlene Deonda, center fielder for the Lady Panthers. Her sister Lauren will bat later in the lineup. So 1 out, 1 on. And the runner's gone. Throws a little short, stolen base by Alyssa Escamilla. 1 out, runner at second. And I believe that pitch was a ball. And that ball's fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Current temperature is 86 degrees. You have the lowest wind I've seen all week, 5 miles an hour out of the east-northeast. Just Tuesday night at a baseball game, the wind was in the high to mid 20-mile-an-hour range. Had a nice rain last night, and that's going to be a called strike 3. And Jasmine Villarreal strikes out Charlene Deanda, and there's 2 outs. And coming to bat, number 4. Okay, they're saying that was not a strikeout. And they're telling me, and that is correct if I look at my own scorebook, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it is only 1 out. So it's going to be hard to adjust the outs because I think that would have put the, there we go. Ball hit hard towards the third baseman. Alyssa Escamilla will score. And on the throw, Audrey Escamilla will go to second. So we have a single. She went to second on the throw, and Weslaco leads. Wait a minute, that wasn't Audrey Escamilla. Audrey now steps in. I am so confused. That was Charlene Deanda with the single. And Charlene Deanda standing on second base. And Audrey steps in, and that's called strike 1. Okay, we'll get everything back in order. When you write something in your scorebook and then it changes, sometimes that creates a personal confusion because I did it. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Weslaco has 1 run scored here in the top of the first inning. And that ball hit in the air towards center field, and she yields to the left fielder, and that's going to be a stand-up double. And she's standing on second base. Charlene Deanda scores from second. And as quick as that, it's 2-0. You cannot give extra outs. In to run for the catcher will be number 1. I believe that's Sydney Zepeda. It is. She will run for the catcher, Audrey Escamilla. Miscommunication in the outfield on that ball. I thought we were going to have an out there. Panthers take advantage of it. You can't have flaws against a team that was in the state Final Four just a couple of years ago. Many of these young ladies were part of that team. Number 21, Abby Luna steps in. She's playing third base tonight. Ball fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 away. Alyssa Escamilla single, Charlene Deanda single, Audrey Escamilla double. And that ball's almost by her. Fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Not sure what's going on now. It told the umpire something. And here we go. No ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runner at second base. And that was a decent pitch. The umpire said no strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's fouled away over towards the baseball field. The East baseball team is in Los Fresnos tonight. I believe Weslaco High is playing across town against Harlingen. Umpire looking for softballs. got some in his pouches, and we're ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball hit hard, third base. Throw to first, and a play back. So the runner gets to third, ground out. Now it's 2 away, runner at third base. Gabby Rivera, the first baseman, steps in to bat. Gabby can hit for power. Score stands 2-0 Weslaco here in the top of the first inning. Ball outside. Young ladies have been teammates in summer leagues and have played with and against each other pretty much their whole lives. So there are not a lot of secrets here tonight. Ball hit hard out in the right field. She gets under it, and it's caught. That would be Abigail Ortiz out there, and it's 3 away. The Weslaco Panthers score 2 in their half of the first inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the first on K-West in just a minute. Okay, stepping in to bat in the bottom of the first inning, leadoff hitter, right fielder number 14, Abby Ortiz. She will face Ashley Sada behind the plate for Weslaco, number 4, Audrey Escamilla. And that first pitch is a ball. And it's ball 2. Ashley Sada saw some action last year as a reliever in case of Taylor Tafoya. Been one of the main pitchers for the Lady Panthers this year, along with Alyssa Escamilla. And she starts the game off with 3 balls to Abby Ortiz. On deck, the catcher, Adriana Gonzalez. In the hole, pitcher, Jasmine Virial. You're watching K-West High School Softball. And the first batter walks, and the Lady Wildcats have a base runner. So Adriana Gonzalez steps in. Audrey Escamilla goes out to talk to Sada, the pitcher. Coach V in a situation where she may be wanting to play small ball here. Jasmine on deck, Amanda Aguirre in the hole. And the called strike on the first pitch to Gonzalez. Ashley Sada found the strike zone there. And a changeup just misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hope everybody has a great 4-day holiday coming up here, a safe and sound one. Ball hit up in the air, second base underneath it, and it's 1 away. Lauren Deanda for Weslaco. Camps underneath it.
Your pitcher, number 13, Jazz Villarreal.
Jasmine steps in here with a chance to help herself with a runner at first, 1 away. See if she can't move this runner along. Weslaco puts the first batter on, see if they can't get out of the jam, and that ball is going to be low, ball 1. Really nice crowd here tonight. Of course, it's beautiful weather. The wind picking up a little bit. Earlier in the night, it was absolutely still. The flags on the fence are starting to blow. Ball hit hard. That's going to be a single by Jasmine Virial. That's going to put runners at first and second with 1 away. Let's see who they have coming in here to run for the pitcher. I'll try to catching number 4. I believe that's Tatiana Cabrera. It is number 4 in the run. And the sometimes pitcher, sometimes first baseman, and current designated hitter tonight, number 1, Amanda Aguirre. Amanda steps in, runners at first and second, 1 away. Weslaco with an early 2-0 lead. And called strike 1. Ball hit hard out into right field, and it's going to be foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Amanda Aguirre. This is a situation in softball now where a pitcher can play around with a pitch location, trying to get the batter to go after something outside the zone to see what Ashley Sada has in store for Amanda Aguirre at the plate. Way outside. You cannot fall asleep on the base pass with Audrey Escamilla behind the plate. And that ball hit hard again. It's going to be foul over towards the Lady Panther dugout. 1 ball, 2 strike remain. And that ball is also fouled back, trying to give her an inside pitch there. Amanda really stretches the inside of the baseline of the batter's box. Toe right on the line. Very front of the box. And that ball fouled off. Very energetic at bat here for Mandy Aguirre. Ashley Sada with the pitch. The changeup out in the right field with tag, and no, she doesn't. And the reason she doesn't is because Lee Barrera out there does a nice job getting that ball back in. So it's 2 away, 2 runners on. And the batter, shortstop, number 7.
Allison Rogers.
Allison Rogers steps in. Saw the big sister, Ashley Rogers, just a moment ago out in the fan. And that ball hit to third base, and it's fair, steps on the base, and it's 3 away. Little impatient there with that at bat, but the Wildcats do not score. They have 2 base runners, do not score. After 1 complete inning of play, Weslaco leads 2-0, and they will bat in the top of the second in just a moment.
Weslaco ISD is the right choice because we now offer open enrollment, free tuition, free transportation, access to award-winning UIL and extracurricular programs, and more for families in Weslaco and now anywhere in the Valley. WISD is the right choice.
Scheduled to bat for the Lady Panthers here in the top of the second inning, right fielder number 17, Lee Barrera. She made a nice catch out there in the bottom half of the first inning. Still pitching for the Lady Wildcats, number 13, Jasmine Virial, who had a single in the first inning, and the catcher, number 3, Adriana Gonzalez. On deck for Lady Panthers, second baseman, number 16, Lauren Deonda, in the hole, designated player, number 12, Jordan Diaz. And a called strike 1 to Lee Barrera. And a swing and a miss. Folder with that pitch a little bit. Nice job there by Jasmine. Score stands 2-0. Gonna say one of those runs was somewhat of a gift. Fouled back by Lee Barrera. Miscommunication in the outfield led to the second run. A nice job defensively other than that so far by both teams. No balls, 2 strikes. I see the administrator tonight is Miss Cindy Sid, assistant principal at Wesco East High School. I'd like to thank the administration of Wesco East and Wesco High. Miss Morales at Wesco High and Dr. Cantu at Wesco East. Big O, Oscar Riojas, athletic director, WISD. Coach Brigette and Coach Salinas, the 2 athletic coordinators at the high schools. And, of course, Dr. Priscilla Canales and the school board for making KWS possible and for all the support they give to our young people and all the activities that they are involved in. That ball just slightly outside. Looks like we're going to have a full count to Lee Barrera. And that ball's fouled back. As I said earlier, Weslaco currently in 3rd place behind Harlingen South and San Benito with a 5-2 record after one go-around. The Lady Wildcats are 3-4, currently in 5th place. Top 4 go to the playoffs. Ball hit hard to center field, got over her head. She's going to get it back in. They got a chance to get her, but we're going to call that a stand-up double for Lee Barrera. Once again, a miscommunication led to a base runner. And with no out, runner at second base, Lauren Deonda will step in, number 16. Lee Barrera almost fell going to second base, but the ball from the outfield was cut with a chance to make a play at second. Looks like there may be a runner coming. See if we can catch it. No, just getting rid of I call it battle gear, the gloves and the pads that they wear when they bat. So stepping in to bat, Lauren Deonda, one of the Deonda sisters. And that ball's high and outside. Show bunt. I don't think she's going to bunt. Maybe trying to get the third baseman to come in. Make it a little easier for the runner to get to third. And that ball's high. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. On deck, number 12, Jordan Diaz. And Jordan Diaz, I believe, is a freshman. She is. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ashley Sada, the pitcher for Weslaco High, is not batting. So following Jordan Diaz, they'll go to the top of the lineup. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Lauren Deonda with 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Lee Barrera standing over at second base. And caught her with the changeup, a strikeout. 1 away. Jasmine Varial pulled the string, as they say, and it's 1 out. Runner at second, the batter, freshman, number 12, Jordan Diaz. Ball high. On deck should be Alyssa Escamilla, the top of the order for the Lady Panthers. But that one's in the dirt. 2 balls. Jasmine getting some encouragement from the fans here tonight. And that ball hit to the third base side. It's through. The runner will hold. So we'll have a single by Jordan Diaz. That puts runners on first and third. And it brings to the plate for the second time tonight number 5, Alyssa Escamilla. Alyssa had a single, stole a base, and scored in her first at bat. One of the secrets to the Lady Panthers' success is right here. Alyssa Escamilla, for the last 4 years, has scored a lot of runs, been on a lot of bases, and helped the Panthers win a lot of games. Safe at first. No run scores. So we got an infield single, and that loads the bases. So bases loaded, 1 out. And number 6, left fielder Helen Gonzalez will step in for the Lady Panthers. See the extreme adjustment by the infield here. And outside called strike 1. Lady Wildcats trying to stop that lead runner. Fouled back for strike 2. Jasmine struck out Lauren Deanda with a changeup. Let's see if she has another one up her sleeve here. No, blowing outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, a half swing. Umpire's asking. He's looking. Nobody's asking. And I'm going to tell you the base ump was not paying attention. I'm not saying she went, but he acted like he had no idea what he was even being asked. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Bases loaded here in the top of the second inning. And that one's outside. Full count. Last time the Lady Panthers had a full count, Lee Barrera slapped one to the wall for a double. And that ball's hit hard in the right field. And she makes the play. And doubles her up. Nice job by right fielder Abigail Ortiz. She makes the catch. Then throws it back to first for the 3rd out. And the Lady Wildcats find a way out of that predicament. So after 1.5 innings of play, it's still 2-0. Lady Wildcats will bat the bottom of the second when we come back on K-West. Leading off for the West Queens Lady Wildcats in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 2-0 to crosstown rival, the Lady Panthers from Weslaco. Alyssa Castillo, the first baseman, number 5, will step in to face Ashley Sada. Lady Wildcats had runners in the in the bottom of the first inning with no positive results there. Let's see if we can close this game down. I know Coach V down there is wanting to get some runners across. Ball popped up to the infield. Looks like second baseman is under it. And another fly ball to second base. That's Lauren Deanda for Weslaco, and it's 1 out. Brittany Garcia, the left fielder, wearing number 15, steps in. 1 out, nobody on. And ball 1. And here's the pitch. And the umpire didn't like that one either. 2 balls, no strikes to Brittany Garcia. Coach John Boswell and Vinny Berry coming to you on K-West tonight. And that pitch is called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that ball slapped out into center field. And it is a nice play out there by Charlene Deonda. And it's 2 away. Well hit ball by Brittany Garcia. Fielding outstanding for both teams so far tonight. And the batter, center fielder number 2, Ashley Garcia, will step in with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 2, your center fielder, Ashley Garcia.
Brittany and Ashley, I'm being told, are sisters. So they're sisters all around. I have a soft spot for that. 2010, there were 3 sets of sisters on the Lady Wildcat team. Cassie and Claire Torres. And that's in the dirt. And Darcy and Caroline Cuellar. And then these 2 little twins named Tracia and Kylie Boswell. There were 6 of the players on the district championship team of 2010. All outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. District champs, by district champs, lost in the area round to GP that year in 2010. Those of you that followed that team want to feel old. Those girls are 26 years old now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ashley Garcia. So they play side by side in the outfield. Brittany plays left field. Ashley plays center. Ball hit towards third base. With the throw, it's 3 away. So 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So after 2 complete innings of play, Lady Panthers 2, Lady Wildcats 0. You're watching K-West. Here in the top of the 3rd inning from Weslaco East High School softball field, center fielder made a nice play on that last inning. Number 11, Charlene Deonda will step in. Charlene had a single and scored a run in her first at bat. And she will match up against Jasmine Villarreal, number 13, again catching for the Lady Wildcats, number 3, Adriana Gonzalez. Ball hit in the air towards center field. She doesn't have to move much. And little sister, number 2, Ashley Garcia, the freshman, makes the play. So center fielder flies out to center fielder. And that brings the bat to catcher. Number 4, Audrey Escamilla. Audrey doubled in her first at bat. And that pitch is ball 1. Here at this stadium last year against these very same Wildcats, Audrey broke the game open with a grand slam. And that's high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Very powerful young lady. Junior. I'm sure we'll have her pick of colleges in a year. Older sister's already signed to go play. And nice pitch there by Jasmine. 2 balls, 1 strike. Really nice crowd here. And that ball's hit in the air. It could be off the wall. And another stand-up double. I think misjudged possibly by the outfielder. And stand-up double, so with one out, there's a runner at second base. And here comes number 1 back in to run for the catcher. That's Sidney Zapata. And number 21 steps in, Abby Luna, and she grounded out to third base in her first at bat. And that's high and outside. Thought that ball hit by Audrey Escamilla had a chance of getting out of here. It did hit the fence. Inside for ball 2. And they almost got her at second base. I'm not sure what people are seeing sometimes, but I'm too far away to really argue. And that's high for ball 3. Not a big deal. First base is open. You do not want to load the bases with Gabby Rivera coming up. She has home run power. We saw it during the season and in the playoffs last year. And called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. A lot of the young ladies wearing the purple uniforms tonight have home run power, especially with the way the wind is blowing out. Fouled off. Adriana Gonzalez kind of flinches. But if you're going to wear the tools of ignorance, that's just part of the deal back there. You're going to go home bruised sometimes. Full count, 1 away. Ball hit hard to shortstop. Going to be too late. She kept it from going to the outfield. Runner goes to third. I have a hard time calling that an error.
Number 10, Gabriela.
So I'm going to give her a base hit. So with 1 out, runners on first and third, and first baseman Gabby Rivera steps in. As I said just a second ago, young lady does have home run power. And they made a calculated guess there, and it allows a run to score. I've never understood why you think the runner on second is more important than the one coming home. But that puts a runner on second. That scores a run. Now the score is 3-0 Weslaco. With 1 out now, the runner's on second base. Your force outs are gone. But that would have been the same if you let her go to second and held the runner at third. So in my opinion, the Lady Panthers have stolen 2 runs tonight. Miscommunication in the outfield and aggressive base running. Nice pitch there by Jasmine Villarreal. And the score and the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. And that ball's up in the air. It could be gone. And it is. Home run. Gabby Rivera. I mentioned not making a mistake to someone with the kind of home run power she has. And that might have been the hit that blow this thing open, because that's going to run the score to 5-0 with 1 away in the top of the 3rd inning. And that will bring to bat Amberly Barrera. Barrera had a stand-up double after being pushed to a full count in the 2nd inning. And that's a high, ball 1. So Gabby Rivera hit a ball. I don't think the wind had a lot to do with that hit. And 2 balls, no strikes. Talking to the Lady Wildcat coaches before the game, this go-around, they need to beat someone that they didn't beat in the first go-around to get into the playoff picture. So they need a little help, but they need to play well in the next 6 games. They took San Benito to extra innings and lost that ball game. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lee Barrera. Lauren Deonda on deck. And walked her. So with 1 on and 1 out,
Number 16, Lauren Deonda.
Lauren Deonda steps in. Lauren struck out in her first at bat. Jasmine Villarreal still in the circle. Lauren shows bunt, doesn't mean it, but it's ball 1. Temperature's falling to 79 degrees. The wind has picked up to 9 miles an hour. Called strike there to Deonda. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's out of the southeast. I mean, the wind's out of the southeast, so the direction of the wind has changed also with the speed. Ball fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away. Jasmine's had good luck with her changeup tonight. And a swing and a miss. She goes down swinging. And it's 2 away.
Number 12.
The batter, the designated hitter, number 12, Jordan Diaz. Diaz singled in her first at bat. Called strike 1. And that ball is popped up to the third base side and caught. And it's 3 away. Lady Panthers push across 3 runs behind the power of Gabby Rivera as she hits a 2-run home run. And the score is now Weslaco 5, Wesco East 0. We'll have the bottom of the 3rd inning in just a minute. Bottom of the 3rd inning, the Lady Wildcats will send up to bat the 3rd baseman, number 6, Sarah Juarez. Lady Wildcats are looking for something to happen here as they face Ashley Sada and the catcher for Weslaco, Audrey Escamilla. Wildcats have actually put their bat on a lot of balls. Nobody has struck out tonight for the Lady Wildcats. They have a couple of hits. But the Lady Panther defense have been to the point, and no runs have been scored, so it's 5-0. Shows bunt, Sarah Juarez, ball 1. Coach John Boswell. Vinny Berry coming to you on KWES. KWES, we will be bringing you a baseball or softball game every Tuesday and Friday throughout the season and through the playoffs. So stay tuned to your favorite team. That ball bunted, picked up fair, and she's safe. That's an infield hit by Sada Juarez. Nice effort by the defense of the Lady Panthers. Ball just a little off target. And the batter, right fielder, number 14, Abby Ortiz, will step in. Abby walked and got to second base in her first at-bat, but they couldn't push her any farther. And right now, Weslaco wants to talk about it, and while they are, we'll take a quick break. You're watching high school softball on KWES. So Coach Rod goes out and has a few words with his team there with no outs. Runner at first base here in the bottom of the third inning. Ashley Sada will face leadoff hitter for Weslaco East, Abby Ortiz. And throws the changeup in there, but it's a ball. And call strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Audrey Escamilla makes sure that the runner stays close over there at first base. And that ball is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here early in the bottom of the third. And that ball hit hard to third baseman. Can they turn 2? And they do. They turn 2. And it's 2 away, and the batter, the catcher, number 3, Adriana Gonzalez. And just like that, the umpires want to talk about it. Coach Vasquez asks them, see what he thinks. And I don't know how you could work with another official and without reasonable surety ever overrule each other. I mean, it's kind of like being a parent and having one parent say, yeah, you can go, and the other one say, no, you can't. Just not the way you work together. So I know they have to ask, but I almost never seen it change. Ball hit the shortstop. Alyssa Escamilla with the throw. And just like that, a possible rally-type situation turns into 3 outs. So after 3 complete, the score, Weslaco 5, Weslaco East 0. The Lady Panthers will be at bat when we come back.
Weslaco ISD now introducing all-day pre-K. Bring your children to Weslaco ISD for a fun and engaging learning experience, helping to create lifelong learners. At Weslaco ISD All-Day Pre-K, your kids become young scholars, taking part in leadership programs, learning about science and technology, introducing them to literacy so they love to read. Registration taking place now at Weslaco ISD, the right choice.
And stepping into bat here in the top of the 4th inning for the Lady Panthers, leadoff hitter number 5, Alyssa Escamilla. The Lady Wildcats have made a pitching change. Designated hitter Amanda Aguirre will step in and pitch. And I'm going to assume that Jasmine Villarreal will become the designated hitter.
Number 5, Alyssa Escamilla.
So it's 5-0. Leadoff hitter Alyssa Escamilla steps in. First pitch from Amanda Aguirre. Ball 1. And that one's low, ball 2. Can I turn the light on? And it's 3 balls to Alyssa Escamilla. And that one is a called strike 1. I think I have good enough vision to officiate, but I don't think I'm dramatic enough. And that bunt's pushed foul. Full count. Alyssa Escamilla singled twice, stole a base, and scored in her first at bat. Lady Panthers padded their lead with a 2-run home run off the bat of Gabby Rivera. And it's a walk. And the most dangerous runner for the Lady Panthers is standing down at first base. Helen Gonzalez steps in with no outs, runner at first. In the top of the fourth inning, game scheduled to go 7, I believe. And strike one. I always get confused if softball 6 or 7. Inning, 6 or 7 for softball. 7. Okay, I always thought for some reason it was different, but just goes so fast it doesn't feel like 7. The other night, a couple of us were involved in a 3.5-hour game from the baseball field. It was rough. 2 balls, 1 strike to Helen Gonzalez. This game is about an hour old, and we're in the 4th inning. And that bunt is foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, most untrained eyes watch baseball and softball and see the same game, and it very much is not the same game. And that ball slapped foul. Still 2-2. Helen Gonzalez faces Amanda Aguirre. No outs, runner at first base. Alyssa Escamilla on deck, Charlene Deanda. Deanda singled and scored. Flew out to center her second time. Audrey Escamilla with 2 stand-up doubles is in the hole. And that ball slapped over to the adjusted player. That second baseman, Valerie Romero, she makes the play. And it's 1 out, but Alyssa Escamilla goes to second. Charlene Deanda will step in. As I said, Deanda has a single and a fly out. She's 1 for 2. Scored a run. Charlene also with power. Ball outside to Charlene Deanda. On deck, Audrey Escamilla. Abby Luna in the hole for Lady Panthers. And that ball's high. Coach Rod and his staff. Coach Vasquez and her staff. A lot of young ladies to be proud of here playing softball in WISD, and the coaching staff's doing an outstanding job. Oh, nice pitch. Called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. I think that one fooled her a little bit. As it hit the catcher's glove, she seemed almost disappointed. And that'll be outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. First base is open, so it's not a huge deal to walk one. Puts all your force outs back on. But again, you don't want to do that with the power of Audrey Escamilla stepping up, but she issues the walk, the second of her short stint. And the batter, the catcher, with 2 doubles, Audrey Escamilla. The wind picking up just a little bit. started the game, it was about 5 miles an hour out of the north. It is currently 9 miles an hour out of the southeast, and called strike one to Audrey Escamilla. Major League Baseball, for those fanatics out there, started today. And I believe the first highlight I saw off the first pitch was a home run. I know there were some rainouts in some areas of the country that are still a little bit cold to be playing baseball, but the big league season started today. And that ball's fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strike. I know our buddy reporter for K-West, Mike Gonzalez, is a little bit of a Chicago Cub fanatic. I don't know how they did today. That ball fouled back also. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I have the opportunity the last 3 springs to see some spring training baseball out in Arizona. And I hope over the next 10 years or so to see a lot more as we will spend way more time in Arizona. Ball hit hard, center field. That'll be a single. Nice job, but that loads the bases. Audrey Escamilla with her 3rd hit of the evening. And that loads the bases and brings the bat, number 21. Abigail Luna is 1 away. Once again, base runner number 1, Sydney Zepeda, steps in for the catcher, Audrey Escamilla. On deck, the girl with the home run in the last at bat, Gabby Rivera. And that's ball 1. Abby Luna grounded out and has a single, scored 1 run. She was on base when Gabby Rivera hit the home run. A nice pitch by Mandy. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away. Bases full. Wildcats trying to work their way out of this predicament. Panthers trying to stretch their lead. In the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Amanda just doesn't seem to have really hit her rhythm yet. Nice pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to third baseman Abby Luna. Good time for a change up here. And that's going to be outside. Make it count full. No place to put a base runner. And walks her. That'll score a run. And that'll push the score up to 6-0. 1 away. Bases remain loaded. And the batter, the power, the first baseman, Gabby Rivera, number 10, steps in. 2-run homer in her last at bat. And that one's low in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Gabby Rivera. Cannot make any mistakes with this young lady, or it'll be 10-0 before you know it. And that ball's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away. Bases remain loaded. Amanda Aguirre is trying to find her groove here. And 2 balls, 1 strike. I didn't even see that signal. Wait, 2 balls and 1 strike. Is that not right? Now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, bases loaded. Mandy needs to get this young lady out, but she can't afford to put anything right down the middle. And she got her. Strikeout. Looking by Gabby Rivera, and it's 2 away. Bases are still loaded, and number 17, right fielder Amberly Barrera steps in. Barrera has a double and walked in her last at bat. Nice bit of pitching to Gabby Rivera. And a called strike 1 to Amberly Barrera. Coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning will be Jasmine Villarreal, Mandy Aguirre, and Allison Rogers. 1 ball, 1 strike. See if Amanda can work her way out of this mess. And called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Amberly Barrera. And that ball hit hard into center field. It's going to score 1. Coach Rod holds her at third. 1 run scores. It is now 7-0. RBI single by Amberly Barrera. Bases remain full. And the batter, number 16, second baseman, Lauren Deonda. Lauren has struck out in her 2 at-bats. And that ball's outside to Lauren Deonda. Lauren is the 8th batter to come to the plate here in the top of the 4th inning. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. John Boswell, Vinny Berry coming to you on K-West from the Weslaco East softball field. And that ball's hit hard to the second baseman, throws to first, and the inning's over. So Lauren Deonda grounds out, and Weslaco scores 2 more. So with the Lady Panther going into the field and the Lady Wildcats about to bat here in the bottom of the 4th, it's 7-0. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, stepping in to bat, number 13, Jasmine Villarreal. She will face Ashley Sada. Sada has not allowed any runs so far. Catching for Ashley Sada, number 4, Audrey Escamilla. Followed by Amanda Aguirre, Allison Rogers. Jasmine, Amanda, and Allison. Those will be your batters here. Weslaco East tries to get on the board, trailing 7-0 here in the 4th inning. And Sada outside, ball 1. Once again, hope everyone has a happy Easter holiday, 4-day week. Used to be one of my favorites. You have a 4-day week followed by 4 days off, followed by a 4-day week. One of those great times as a teacher. Anytime you can work 4 days. I know school districts around the country, some of them are going to 4-day weeks, extending each day by about an hour and eliminating a day. Most schools do it on Friday, but there are some that do it on Monday. Hit almost over the third baseman's head, but what an arm. And Abby Luna for the Lady Panthers. What a play as she throws out Jasmine Virial, and it's 1 out. Stepping in to bat, the pitcher, Mandy Aguirre. She flew out to right field in her first at bat.
Now batting, number 1, Amanda Aguirre.
And the next batter will be Allison Rogers. First pitch is ball 1. Pitch 2, hit hard over foul towards first baseman Gabby Rivera. Be awesome to see both WSD softball teams in the playoffs here this year. As I said, the Lady Wildcats are right on the verge of being in, and the Lady Panthers just need to keep doing what they're doing. And that ball's hit again foul towards first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that was hit hard. Again, foul. Back in the day, I played in a slow pitch softball league where you only had 2 foul balls after 2 strikes and you would be out. That's not the case here in UIL high school softball. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away to Mandy Aguirre. Currently, Mandy is the pitcher for the Lady Wildcats. And that ball's fouled the other direction. You got people yelling, "Look up," over there. Saw an interesting story on Real Sports on HBO about people getting hit by foul balls at Major League ballparks and why they don't extend the netting past the dugouts. And that one's fouled straight back at us. And that's an interesting question. I don't know why they don't make it safer. I have seen people hit. It's not a nice thing to see. It's been a lot of nights in Harlingen and Edinburgh watching the Roadrunners and the White Wings play, and I've seen people hitting those ballparks. And again fouled off. And Aguirre getting her swings tonight against Ashley Sada. With a 1 ball, 2 strike count in the first inning, she flew out to right field. The count is currently 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strike pitch coming from Ashley Sada. And that one's hit right to the first baseman. And that'll be 2 away. 3 unassisted. Allison Rogers grounded out to third base, and all she did was step on the bag. First time up, so she is 0 for 1. And she hits that one hard to third base, but she guns her down. So 3 up and 3 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lady Wildcats are yet to push any runs across. And Wesco High leads 7-0. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning right here on K-West.
Weslaco ISD is the right choice because we now offer open enrollment, free tuition, free transportation, access to award-winning UIL and extracurricular activities, admittance into summer enrichment programs, and schools recently awarded with numerous TEA distinction designations for their academic success. Live there, learn here. For families in Weslaco and now anywhere in the Valley, WISD is the right choice.
We're back for the top of the fifth inning. Scheduled to bat for the Lady Panthers is Jordan Diaz, but it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, number 19, I believe is Marilyn Chavarria, a freshman.
Number 19, Marilyn Chavarria.
So Marilyn Chavarria steps in against Mandy Aguirre. Lady Panthers lead 7-0, and we're here in the top of the fifth inning, and the first pitch to Chavarria is ball one. And called strike. I just saw an announcement and like to take a personal note to send my condolences to the family of Mr. Alfonso Garcia, who was one of my co-teachers at Weslaco East High School when I was working there. I saw him not that long ago. I know there was some health issues involved, but was a great guy, an awfully nice man, swing and a miss. And he'll be missed by the Wildcat community and WISD, and it's very sad, and hope he rests in peace, and condolences to Mr. Alfonso Garcia and his family. Swing and a miss. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs to number 19, Marilyn Chavarria. On deck, Alyssa Escamilla. And that one's fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes remains. Chavarria stepping in to get some bat time, some plate time. Her co-freshman, Jordan Diaz, had been holding down this spot. Coach Rod trying to get some of these young players exposure here. You may need them in the playoffs, may need them in the playoff. Oh, my gosh. That ball hit hard. One bounce off the fence. And you got a long single by Chavarria. And runners at first with no outs. And here comes Alyssa Escamilla. Alyssa has 2 singles and a walk and has scored 2 runs tonight. Lady Panthers usually do well when Alyssa Escamilla can get on base, and she has done that tonight. Looking at bunt, but it'll be ball one. And that ball slapped to the pitcher, makes the throw to first, moves the runner to second, but it's 1 away as Alyssa Escamilla grounds out. The batter will be left fielder number 6, Helen Gonzalez. Helen is 0 for 3, flew out to center, flew out to right, and grounded out to second. And her 3 at bats. And the first pitch is ball one to Helen Gonzalez. And that bunt is safe. You'll have runners at first and third. So we're going to give Helen Gonzalez a single. That'll push Chavarria to third. And the batter, number 11, Charlene Deanda. Deanda has a single, flew out to center, a walk, and has scored 2 runs tonight. And ball one to Charlene Deanda. And called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. And ball 2. Catcher Adriana Gonzalez doing a nice job of getting the ball back to the pitcher before the runner can take off. Explaining earlier that you can't lead off in baseball. That ball's popped up. Catcher has no shot. It's over the fence. And somebody back here made a catch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Lady Panthers with runners at first and third. Amanda Aguirre trying to work her way out of this predicament here. And the runner goes, standing at second, stolen base. And it's full count to Charlene Deanda. Lady Panthers do a good job on the base paths. And that'll be a walk. So no real harm on the stolen base, but the bases are now loaded with a very dangerous bat about to step in. Audrey Escamilla. Audrey has 2 doubles, a single. Her position scored a run, even though she is always run for. In this game 1 year ago, she hit a grand slam in a very similar situation. Ball in the dirt. Ball 1. And that ball hit straight up, coming back towards the fans. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. We're out of softballs. Between Amanda Aguirre's at-bat and some of the other at-bats we've had tonight, a lot of foul balls. And that ball's fouled back again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul balls everywhere. And that ball hit hard between third baseman and shortstop. That scores 1. It scores 2. Escamilla with a single. She goes to second on the throw. That scores 2 runs for the Lady Panthers. Chavarria and Helen Gonzalez. The score is now 9-0. And Coach wants to talk about it. While they're talking about it, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. In to run for Audrey Escamilla, once again, number 1. That is Sydney Zapata. Stepping in at the plate, third baseman, number 21, Abby Luna, grounded out to third, had a single, scored a run, and walked in her last at-bat. Score now, Weslaco 9. Lady Wildcats 0. 1 away. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Runner on second and third. On deck, Gabby Rivera. And that one's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's fouled back, 2-2. And high, full count to Abby Luna, number 21. First base is open, so this would not push a run across if it were a walk. But a swing and a miss. Abby Luna goes down swinging. It's 2 away. And with runner on second and third base, batter number 10, Gabby Rivera. Gabby flew out to right, hit a 2-run homer, and struck out. And that pitch outside to Gabby Rivera. Ball low. 2 balls, no strikes. On deck for Lady Panthers, number 17, Lee Barrera, the right fielder. And strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Ball slapped to first base, steps on the bag, and Gabby Rivera grounds out to first base. So the chance of the run rule in this inning goes away. Weslaco leads 9-0. Lady Wildcats will be up to bat when we come back. Coach John Bosnell, Vinny Berry coming to you from Wesco East High School here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Wildcats will send to the plate. Number 5, first baseman Alyssa Castillo. Castillo will face Ashley Sada, who has gone all the way for the Lady Panthers and has allowed no runs. Behind the plate continues to be the outstanding catcher, number 4, Audrey Escamilla. Castillo flew out to second base in her first at bat. And the first pitch is a ball from Ashley Sada. And 2 balls. I just saw online Giancarlo Stanton's first at bat as a Yankee landed in the right field bleachers. So I guess they got their money's worth. And that's a nice pitch right there. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the changeup outside, 3-1. To Alyssa Castillo, first baseman for the Lady Wildcats. And that one's high. And she puts the first batter on base by a way of walk.
Now batting, number 15.
And here comes Coach Rod to talk to Sada. That could be Alyssa Escamilla coming in, or he just may want to see how she's doing. While they're talking about it, we'll take a quick break. Okay, in the run for the Lady Wildcats down at first base, freshman number 16, Clarissa Jaramillo, steps in for Alyssa Castillo. The senior sister of the Garcia sisters for Wesco East, number 15, Brittany Garcia, left fielder, steps in. And ball 1. Like to thank everybody for supporting K-West, watching K-West. Thank the director of K-West, Carlos Robledo, and everybody, all the talented people that work for K-West. 1 ball, 1 strike. course, I have Vinny Berry on the camera tonight with Val Zamora and Don Ramirez, Mike Gonzalez, Darlene Gracia, Secretary Mina, the whole crew over there at K-West. That ball hit hard in the center field, but caught by Charlene Deonda. And with a runner on first, this one away. And freshman Garcia's sister, Ashley, the center fielder, number 2, steps in. Oh, I'm sorry. Substitution has been made. Tatiana Cabrera, number 4, will step in and bat for Ashley Garcia. Ashley Garcia grounded out her one time. And Cabrera has run the bases tonight. Will step in with a 1-strike pitch. And the changeup popped over Escamilla's head. No, she makes the play, but the ball gets away. And what a play by Alyssa Escamilla at shortstop. And it's 2 away. And stepping in to bat, is this somebody new also? Number 6. No, that's Sarah Juarez. Third baseman Sarah Juarez steps in with 2 outs, runner at first. Lady Wildcats trail 9-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Audrey Escamilla makes the snap throw down to first, doesn't complete it. Count is 1 strike to Sarah Juarez. I know baseball and softball continues. District track is not far away. The ball's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Follow K-West for all that information on when things will be, where they will be. Follow the RGV Sports for all the scheduling. High, where they called it a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away. Sarah Juarez facing Ashley Sada. Sada has done a nice job. I don't believe she has struck anyone out, but she is throwing a shutout. That ball's high. And right now, Audrey Escamilla is messing with the freshman Clarissa Jaramillo over there at first base. Pump faking her into the dirt a couple of times. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And that's 3 outs. So after 5 complete, Weslaco, oh no. She must have tipped that one. Okay. Trying to put the inning to bed, but it wasn't over. I looked down at my scorebook. And she ends up walking her. So after all that rigmarole, have a runner at first and second. 2 away, and your batter, number 14, Abby Ortiz. Apologize, Sarah Juarez, for thinking that was a strikeout. The umpire's sometimes hard to read. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But the Lady Wildcats are trying to start a fire here. Be nice to see them push something across. Nice curveball there by Ashley Sada. My position in the press box, you really could see that thing break. And that one way outside. Try to catch her off first, doesn't happen. 1 ball, 1 strike to Abby Ortiz. Batting for Weslaco in the top of the 6th will be Lee Barrera, Lauren Deonda, and I'm not sure who because they pinch hit for the third girl. Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch inside, 2-2. Once again, a matter of twos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. And Abby Luna at the plate. And that's hit to the second baseman. She throws it to first. And now it's 3 away. So that's 5 complete innings. Weslaco leads Wesco East 9-0. Top of the 6th when we come back.
At Weslaco ISD, our elementary schools are diving into new and inventive methods of learning that are transforming lives one mind at a time. Our innovative learning practices have earned our elementary schools numerous TEA distinction designations for their academic programs. Now with open enrollment, WISD, academics, arts, and athletics. For families everywhere, Weslaco ISD elementary schools are the right choice.
Couple of fielding adjustments for the Lady Wildcats. The original pitcher, number 13, Jasmine Villarreal, goes to second base. Valerie Romero goes from second base to left field. Left fielder Ashley Garcia comes in to pitch. The freshman here in the the top of the 6th inning, and she will face number 17, right fielder Amberly Barrera.
Number 17, Amberly. Put it up.
And the first pitch is a ball. And that one will be high, ball 2. And called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. And call strike. Folder with a little bit of a change up there, I think. And it's 2-2 to Amberly Barrera. And that'll run the count full. Both teams digging into their bench a little bit. And that ball hit foul over by Coach Rod. Showed off his quick feet over there by third base. Full count pitch from Ashley Garcia. And that ball hit hard between the third baseman and shortstop for a single. Barrera has 2 singles and a double tonight. And a walk. And the batter, number 16, second baseman Lauren Deonda, struck out twice, grounded out. And high, ball one. And ball two. To one of the Deonda sisters, Lauren Deonda. Sister Charlene plays center field. Where's number 11? And 3 balls, no strikes. And that's a strike from Ashley Garcia. Now, this is kind of a big deal for the freshman to get in here to face the Lady Panthers tonight. Sure, it won't be the last time she does it. Hit hard down the left side. Foul. Count remains full. No outs, runner at first base. Lady Panthers trying to move forward and keep themselves solidly in the playoff picture. Lady Wildcats need to fight their way in as they are currently in 5th place in the district. And that ball hit hard and deep, but foul. Somebody in the neighborhood will be looking for Easter eggs in a couple of days and find that softball. And that ball hit hard. Actually, Allison Rogers catches it, throws it to first, and we have a double play. And just like that, there's 2 outs. And let's see who the batter is. It's number 19, Marilyn Chavarria. She singled and scored in her last time at bat. And she fouls that one off. So this is freshman versus freshman here. Quite a size discrepancy, though. And a changeup for a called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ashley Garcia. And a swing and a miss. She got her. Little Ashley Garcia steps in, does a nice job for the Lady Wildcats. The Panthers do not score in the 6th inning. And coming to bat for the Lady Wildcats, Adriana Gonzalez, Jasmine Villarreal, and Amanda Aguirre when we return on K-West. It's the bottom of the 6th inning here at the Lady Wildcat Stadium on the campus of Weslaco East High School. The batter will be number 3, catcher Adriana Gonzalez. She flew out to second, grounded out in her last at bat, 0 for 2 tonight. And she faces Ashley Sada, who has gone the distance for the Lady Panthers. And the first pitch to Gonzalez is strike 1. The attempted bunt, foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. No, I'm sorry, 2 strikes is the count. Temperature currently 77 degrees. It's 27 degrees in the press box. Wind out of the east-southeast at 6 miles an hour. Actually, the temperature has dropped all the way to 73. That ball's hit long but foul down the left side by Adriana Gonzalez. And the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, a game scheduled to go 7. And no matter what happens now, it will go 7. And that ball hit hard up center. And nice catch by center fielder Charlene Deanda. And it's 1 away. Sometimes everybody does everything right. That ball was hit well in a good spot, and the center fielder just made a great play. So your batter, currently playing second base, Jasmine Villarreal, number 13. She singled in her first at-bat and grounded out in her last at-bat. 1 for 2. And the changeup for strike 1. And that ball hit hard to the shortstop. Picked it up. And it's 2 away. So with 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Number 1, Amanda Aguirre steps into bat. Outside to Mandy for ball 1. Ashley Sada has done a nice job tonight. She has not recorded any strikeouts, but she's currently throwing a shutout. Change up, ball hit over to first base. Gonna be an error. So we're gonna go E3 to get her on first. Don't see that much from the Lady Panthers, but now there's a runner on first. And the batter, number 7, shortstop, Allison Rogers. And that ball popped up in the infield. Third baseman is under it. And it's 3 away. So after 6 complete innings here at Weslaco East High School, score remains 9-0. We'll be back for the 7th inning right here on K-West.
Before Clarissa Renteria was a dentist, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a cheerleader, played softball, and started college early through the dual enrollment program. She graduated from UTPA before earning her degree from the University of Texas School of Dentistry in Houston. Now she is Dr. Renteria, creating beautiful smiles at Professional Dental Group. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Dr. Clarissa Renteria, WISD was the right choice.
Top of the 7th inning here. Stepping in to face freshman number 2, Ashley Garcia, currently pitching for the Lady Wildcats, will be senior shortstop Alyssa Escamilla. Alyssa has 2 singles and a walk, has scored 2 runs tonight. And the first pitch is wide for ball 1. Score stands 9-0. So the idea of a possible 10-run rule is off. Weslaco could win by 10, but it will not delay the game. Infield single by Alyssa Escamilla. And again, the most dangerous base runner in the ballpark is down at first base. Stepping in, number 6, left fielder Helen Gonzalez flew out to center, flew out to right, grounded out, and has a single and a run. Ball inside for ball 1. And the second pitch called strike to Helen Gonzalez. 1 ball, 1 strike. And strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner over at first base, being very conservative. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Helen Gonzalez strikes out. It's 1 away. Alyssa Escamilla still second base. So runner at second and center fielder Charlene Deanda, who made the great play last half inning on the ball hit by Adriana Gonzalez, steps in. She has a single, 2 walks, and nice hit out to center field, handled, and it's 2 away. Alyssa Escamilla faked the tag, does not go. But her younger sister, the catcher, number 4, Audrey Escamilla, steps in. 2 doubles, 2 singles. 4 for 4 tonight. And that ball is way inside. And that one hit her. So Ashley Garcia hits Audrey Escamilla. Will put her on first. Her sister Alyssa is on second. Looks like they're going to leave Audrey in to run. No. She hasn't run at all tonight. They usually put in Sydney Zepeda. And here comes somebody different this time. Is that Kim Espinoza? It's Kim Espinoza, younger sister of former Lady Panther Cassie Espinoza, and she changes back into Sydney Zepeda. So I'm not sure what happened there. Espinoza does not go in to run. And it ends up being Sydney Zepeda, number 1. I'm not sure exactly what that was all about. But the batter, the third baseman, Abby Luna's had a nice night tonight. She grounded out, singled and scored a run, walked and struck out, but has done a stellar job in the field. And the first pitch is a strike to Abby Luna. And Escamilla steals third. So now runners on first and third. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Abby Luna. And there are 2 outs. Ball hit hard towards the Lady Panther dugout, and it'll be foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 2-strike pitch. Little bit of a high changeup there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. And that ball fouled over the dugout. It'll be out of play. Nice hustle by the Lady Wildcat defense there. First baseman Elisha Castillo and catcher Adriana Gonzalez right there. But the ball goes out of play. And Luna steps back in. And that pitch hit way foul the other way. And looks like the umpire's out of the softballs again. There's one in play there. Ashley Garcia has done a nice job since stepping in at pitcher. She's struck out 2 and has allowed no runs. Outstanding job by her. And that ball hit into left center. And the play is made. I believe the play is made by her sister. No, actually that is 17. That's Valerie Romero on that play. And the Panthers go down without scoring. So they end with 9. Lady Wildcats will come to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning, looking to break the ice right here on K-West. Bottom of the 7th inning coming to you right here from the home of the Lady Wildcats, the campus of Weslaco East High School. Ashley Sada for Weslaco High has gone pillar to post here inside the circle for Coach Rod and his staff. She is pitching. Audrey Castillo is catching. And batting first here in the bottom of the 7th inning, looking to get something started for Coach V and the Lady Wildcats. First baseman, number 5, Alyssa Castillo. And the first pitch is a called strike. Ashley Sada again has done a nice job giving up no runs. Alyssa Escamilla picks that up, throws it to first, and it's one away. This is the 25th batter that Sada has faced in a 7-inning game. The minimum batters is 21. So she has only seen a couple of base runners tonight. Brittany Garcia, number 15, steps in. And that curveball is going to be outside for ball 1. Nice pitch there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard doesn't really reflect the way this game has gone. It's been a very well-played game by both teams. That ball is outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Lady Wildcats just have not been able to put things in a row. They've had a base runner here and there. Can't follow it up, though. And that ball hit hard to the shortstop, but Alyssa Escamilla makes the throw. Gabby Rivera with the stretch. And it's 2 away. The batter, the current pitcher, and she's done a nice job.
Now batting, number 2, Ashley.
She faced 8 batters, allowed no runs. 2 hits. Struck out a couple. Ashley Garcia, number 2, the freshman. Future is bright for this young lady. Outstanding job at the plate tonight. She's grounded out. And that's outside for ball 1. But it'll be exciting to watch Ashley Garcia over the next 3 years inside the circle and as a player. Nice job tonight against the Lady Panthers. Inside for ball 2. Pretty sure the pitchers are seniors. Jasmine, yes, and Amanda, yes. So that ball's popped up. Ashley Sada moves over, drops it, and we're going to have an error on the pitcher. And you're going to have Ashley Garcia on first base. So with 2 outs and a runner at first, the batter, the shortstop, I'm sorry, the third baseman, Sarah Juarez, will step in.
Number 6. Sarah.
That ball had a lot of spin on it. Ashley Sada stepped over. She maybe should have let the third baseman have it. Many times at the higher levels, you see the pitcher field the ball very seldom. And the first pitch to Sada Juarez is a strike. And that ball's hit. Second baseman gets under it. And Lauren Deanda makes the play. And that will be it. So I'd like to thank everybody in the press box. Everybody came out tonight to watch this ball game. Good luck to both teams in the second go-around of the district playoffs. On behalf of myself, Coach John Boswell, the cameraman, Vinny Barry, the final score from Wesco East. Weslaco High, Lady Panthers 9, Weslaco East, Lady Wildcats 0. This has been high school softball on K-West. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.